smile. My little baby boy. You're purring. You happy boy. Look at the camera. No. Good afternoon, everybody. I am back with another video. This is a Q&A, and I feel like I've just done a Q&A, but I actually haven't. I did addressing rumours about me, that video, which was virtually a Q&A because people sent me questions, but the last actual Q&A that I've done is a month ago. So I thought I would hit you with this month's Q&A. How many times have I said Q&A? Oh. What age range would you date? Not sure if anyone has ever asked you this. No, they haven't. I'm very attracted to older men. So I would say I would date up to like 50. I'm 24, by the way. I'm just very attracted to successful men in suits. But I don't think I would date anyone younger than my age, definitely not. I feel like my age, 24, is the youngest I would date. I would prefer to date older people. Hit me up, sugar daddies. Have you had your heart broken? And if so, how and why? Love you. Love you too. I feel like I have had my heart broken once, whether they knew it or not. I keep saying I think just to like kind of dodge the question, but yeah. God, all of these questions are about dating. Would you live with a boyfriend or girlfriend, or would you rather live alone for a while until you know for sure? Whenever I start dating people, I literally freak out about this because I spend so much time on my own that, for one, when people want to see me all the time, I'm like, ugh. It makes me freak out a bit. I don't get that freaked out if I really like them, because then I do want to see them more often than not, but I can't imagine spending every day with someone just because I've lived on my own for 4 years. I know how I like stuff when it comes to like decorations. I also think I would be a bit of a dick to live with just because I just like being quiet. I'm really not a loud person at all. Like when my mum's here, she really annoys me. She always has to have background noise on. Like she always has to have the telly on, be playing something on her iPad. Like there always has to be some sort of noise, and I am the exact opposite. Like I only have the telly on if I'm watching it, if I'm focusing on it. I can sit on the sofa in dead silence, just like on my phone, for 3 hours. I just don't need that kind of noise, so I feel like I would get really annoyed by it. But at the same time, I do like the idea of living with someone. I think it would be cute. If you could live your perfect life, how would it look? / what would it involve? Firstly, can I just say, if I seem a bit deflated in this video, it's because I have new neighbours and I can hear them all the time, and I feel like they can hear me, and now I'm very aware of it and I feel really awkward. Okay, I've shut my bedroom door. I still feel so weird because I can just hear them all the time. But anyway, what was the next question? If you could live your perfect life, how would it look and what would it involve? I don't think I would be on social media. If this was my perfect, like, ideal life, I would be in the West End or on Broadway, ideally in Les Mis, Wicked, or The Sound of Music playing Liesl, or playing Elsa on Broadway, or Anastasia on Broadway. I would basically have no social media at all, be in the West End, and that would be my perfect life, and I would own a house in London, a detached house, which I'm guessing is pretty impossible unless you have millions. But in a dream world, that would be the case. I would also have my mum living near me because she lives 6 hours away at the minute, and it sucks. Are you and Hobby still friends? I call for a Gobby reunion. If you want me to be honest, we haven't spoken in ages. I think sometimes in friendships you just need a break. I feel like we've been through kind of a lot as friends. And sometimes friendships, I'm not gonna say toxic, but sometimes friendships aren't the best for you at a certain time. And I feel like when you get older, you realize that it's okay to have a break from certain friendships. I will literally always have so much love for Hobby. I don't think he'll ever watch this, but I will always have like so much love for him. He was my absolute best friend. And I think now that we've had some space, I will, God, I'm way too honest on this channel. Now that we've had a bit of space, I would like to get that friendship back. If you kind of distance yourself from one of your friends, you will either feel like, oh, that was a really good decision, they weren't good for me, or you'll feel like, I need this person back in my life. They mean a lot to me, I need them back in my zone. And that's how I feel about Hobby. There's a lot of pressure though when it comes to online friendships and relationships, and it's very scary. It's kind of weird. It's just like having a public friendship but nobody knows what is happening behind the scenes. You only see what goes on camera. So like everybody has their own version of how they view something, but it will never be the truth. And I just find that so bizarre. If you were to get surgery, what would you get next? I would 100% get my legs fixed. I've spoken about this a few times, how a surgeon has botched a leg operation up that he did on my legs. It's a really hard one to explain without showing you, and I don't feel comfortable showing you. But basically I had something called a bilateral thigh lift, which was to get rid of saggy skin after losing 8 stone. I think I actually lost 9 stone when I was at my lowest. But obviously when you lose a lot of weight, you get saggy skin. If you didn't know, I've had a lot of operations to get rid of it. I have an entire video, I will leave it in a link below. I had something called a bilateral thigh lift, which is where they cut from the top of your leg to your knee. This is my vagina. This is my leg. They cut from the top to the knee on the inside of your leg, open it up. So he went in, did lipo, and then what they do is they pull your leg tight and they chop off the extra skin that is left over, and then they sew it together. So it's like that. I can't explain it that well, but he did not do a very good job. That operation was the worst thing for me. I've blocked it out of my memory. I couldn't even walk. My legs were so swollen, they got infected. It was literally horrendous. And it's something that literally makes me want to cry. Like, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I don't know what he did wrong. It must have been something with the lipo, but my legs are left with like lumps of fat everywhere. So think how cellulite looks. It's like that, but blobbier. It's like part of my leg will be really flat to the muscle and the bone, and then part of my leg will have fat. So it's like, and I don't know how to explain it again without showing you. The only way I would show you is if I got rid of it, and then I would show you what it looked like before. And I have been to another surgeon to see if he could fix it. I had a lot of issues with the surgeon who did a lot of my surgeries. He messed my boobs up twice. He took too much fat when he did lipo on my hips, and that's why I now have really bad anemia and had to have a blood transfusion, because he took, I think the most that I should take is 3 litres and he took 6 or 7. So he took my blood and I ended up really ill in hospital for 10 days, and I had to have blood transfusions, and now I've got anemia, which I'm gonna have forever. But yeah, I did go to another surgeon to see if he could sort my legs out, and he said it would take 3 operations to sort them out. And I just, at the minute, oh my god, I don't want to cry. I want to go through it because it affects my life so badly every single day. Like, my legs are probably the main reason why I'm so uncomfortable in my body. He's made a proper shit of them, and I really want to have these operations. Like, I really want to get it fixed, but I had 2 years of constant operations, and I just feel like, especially because my anemia is so bad, I can't put myself through that again. Like, I had all the operations that were necessary to get rid of my skin. This is just one that went wrong, and I just don't wanna like actively put myself through 3 more operations, even though I really do want them. I don't have like that flappy skin there anymore, so it's not necessary to get rid of it. I just will never ever be happy with how my legs are now. I really am struggling to explain where I'm coming from with this. It's so easy to say you should love yourself, like who cares? No one cares what your legs look like. Go out and rock them shorts, blah blah blah. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I am so embarrassed of what they look like. Even wearing skinny jeans or leggings out in public makes me feel so self-conscious that I literally want to cry. I wish I could be a body positive person for the sake of everybody who's watching me, but I just can't. I can't do that. Like, every time I look in the mirror, I literally hate what I see. So that is the thing that I would change if I could, and maybe one day I will. But as of right now, all I can do is exercise, see what difference that makes, and go from there. What star sign are you most compatible with? I'm gonna have to look this up. I would love to get into star signs and stuff, but I don't really know that much about them. So I'm a Gemini, and it says here, the most compatible signs with Gemini are generally considered to be Aries, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. And apparently I've got to avoid Virgo and Pisces. So there we go. Let me know if you know anything more though about star signs and stuff. As I said, I'm a Gemini. Give me some juicy information. Have you dated any YouTubers / would you? Is there anyone you would want to get to know? I have dated one YouTuber. No one knows about this. It makes me laugh when people think they know so much about everybody's life, especially when it comes to dating. I don't really show that. But yeah, I have dated one YouTuber off camera. I feel like there's no other YouTubers who I would want to date right now. But then again, I don't know. I don't really know people well enough. Oh my god, the last question that I'm gonna answer is, what personality type are you on the Myers-Briggs system? I've done this before, but I don't remember what I am. So if you would like me to include in like one of my weekly vlogs, me taking the Myers-Briggs personality test, let me know in the comments because I find it so interesting. I don't really understand it, but I do find it really interesting, so I would definitely like to do it. So let me know if you would like to see me take it and see what results I get and stuff. But yeah, as for this video, I'm gonna go now. Again, I'm sorry if I've seemed a bit like in this video. I feel very anxious today. I just feel like everybody's listening to me, which they're probably not, but I will insert a clip right now of what I could hear of my neighbours earlier. So now maybe you can understand why I'm feeling so uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it anyway, and if you like Q&As, and if you would like me to do more Q&As every single month. I really like doing them monthly, so let me know if you like that or if there's like too many at this point. I do always try and answer different questions every single time just so that I'm not repeating myself too much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new and you would like to see more of me and little Smelson, my goosey pants. Hey little baby. And I will see you in my next video, which is probably going to be a weekly vlog. Bye!